Hello, it's Sean. Today I'm going to be talking about a game called Crypt X. I received a copy of this game to do a preview for their Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is currently going on right now and it has just a couple days left. This is a narrative puzzle game. It's being published by Inside the Box Board Games. I received a demo copy that had a variety of puzzles. It doesn't have the full set. It also came with a sheet that gives a map of the Valley of the Kings and a little chart that gives an alphabetical breakdown for symbols. So with this game, each puzzle has you trying to solve for a clue, and all those clues are going to be used either to complete a mega puzzle that's at the end of the game where you're trying to solve that big puzzle with the clues that you've found during the game. Other clues will just help to tell the story of the game. So the idea here is that there is a missing archaeologist. You know that he's working in an ancient Egyptian tomb, and you've found a curious notebook that has a variety of clues and different documents and stuff that you are going to be using to try to solve the game. So I'm going to try not to spoil anything. I will give a little bit of a warning that there are a couple of things that I'm going to go through that will be some hints. I'm not going to give you the final answer for those particular clues, but you will see some hints. So if you don't want to see that, don't keep watching. So each clue has a card. The ones I've got, I don't think there's any that are duplicated where you need to have multiple cards, but this is just a production copy. I don't have all of the puzzles. As I said, I only have some, so there could be different things as you're doing. So this is the first clue. And again, there is going to be some spoilers here. So this looks like it's a photograph of a document, an Egyptian document, to fit with the theme. Of course, they're using the English language on this, so it's not an actual document, but it definitely has the feel of that. On the back is a picture of this with an infrared camera, so you can see that while the letters may not be clear on the original picture, they are much clearer on the infrared version. For this one, you can kind of see there's just a series of letters across, and there's a dotted line here. There's two halves to this. The top half, the letters are in the right direction. The bottom half, though, the letters appear to be reversed. So, if you think about this, if you were to fold this in half, what would that put those? They would be right side if you were looking through it. So, if you look, you can kind of, if you flip that up, and probably if you used a mirror, this would work really well too. But, so if I take this first letter and put it up here, put that L to the top, and then there's a little gap, so that R goes there, and that O goes there. So you can see you're filling in those letters, so you're going to get words. Once you've done that, you can read through this, and it's going to give you a question. You can see a question mark here at the end. This clue is going to be solved by putting these letters into the correct order, reading that question, and then finding the answer to that. And I'm not going to ruin it all the way for you, but that is the clues that you get. Other clues. This is one of the cards. I cut it up. I'll show you a picture of what it looked like before it got cut up, and then I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. And again, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it is a big tip to know that you got to cut this up. So you cut this up and you're going to lay it out, and a couple pieces are just going to be set off to the side. But there's a little clue here. Once you get these cut up, what do you do with it? And you just have to kind of look at these, look for information. Each row of this has a little symbol, looks like a number. So that's probably going to give you a clue on the order of what you need. And then this, if you look, you've got a green and red, you've got a green and blue arrow here. And that might tell you need to slide these around. So once you've got them in the correct order, maybe you need to slide back and forth to kind of get what's going on. So there's a variety of different types of puzzles in this. You're going to need to look for patterns in some. You're going to have to crack a cipher in at least one, probably several. Some of them are going to lead you to the internet. You're going to have to look up some information. That question that's on this first one it's a question that if you know much about Egyptian mythology, you might know the answer to, but I didn't know. I had to go and Google it, and I found the answer that way. And that I would imagine you're going to run into that in several of these, where you might have to go look up a little bit of history. There's another one that had, well, I don't want to run them all, but yeah, there is definitely the need to do some research on these, looking up some keywords that you're given on the clues, and just knowing that it's an Egyptian based theme. That will help as well. I like the variety. Some of these you've got to cut up. Some of them you need to fold the paper around to get the idea. You have a little porcupine quill that's included. There may be other things like this in the full game, but mine had this. This is a clue. It's going to help you to solve one of the puzzles as well. I can't really speak to the overall final quality because this is just, I got a portion of a demo. I like these. It's kind of odd. They're not all the same size. I'm not sure what the rationale for that was. I don't know if that's important somewhere down the line, that different shapes or different sizes. They're all basically like postcard sized, but maybe the final version they'll be more consistent. It's not a big deal, those different sizes. It's just was odd they weren't consistent. The color in them is nice. They're nice quality. They're, printed on a nice cardstock. They're all color, or pretty much all color. Yeah, they're all color. And the different variety of clues that you have is a lot of fun. I thought I was fairly good at puzzles. As it turns out, I'm not all that good with puzzles. I got the demo copy, so they emailed us a Word document that you could highlight individual clues for each card, so you could work your way through them. I worked through most of them. I couldn't solve all of them. Even with all the clues they gave me, I still was not able to solve them completely. So I'm sure if I worked on them a little bit more, I might be able to come up with it. One of them I gave to my wife just because I was curious how she could do. She went through it much quicker than I was able to. So she's a lot better at puzzles and generally a smarter lady than I am. So she was much more successful with it. She'd probably go through all these puzzles without needing nearly as many clues as I needed. Like I said, I got it on a Word document that they sent to us. There will be a companion app for the game that will give you clues when you're playing it. So if you get stuck, you can go to that app and get some clues, a little help to see if those clues can help you solve the puzzles. Overall, I enjoyed this. Probably isn't going to be a game that I buy because it's just a harder puzzle than what I would be up for. But if you're into puzzle games, I would definitely suggest that you check this out. It's currently on Kickstarter with a few more days when I publish this video. I'll put a link in the description so you can find their Kickstarter page. And if it's something that you think you might like, definitely go check it out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this and the other projects that I work on, you can subscribe to my channel. If you do, please click the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook, and there's links to all those in the description. And there you can see the different projects that I'm working on, games I'm playing, and just different stuff that I'm doing. If you have any questions or comments, please put it in the comment section. Thanks for watching.